Think I see better when I got my Glock beside me. I'm rolling up some pressure just to hide the pain inside me. I'm sliding in the SRT, but it feel like a Rari. And she calling my phone, I'm blowing up, she say I'm sorry. I think I see better when I got my Glock beside me. I'm rolling up some pressure just to hide the pain inside me. I'm sliding in that.
Alright, so we got a new week. Well, end of the week, it's Thursday. But got a two-wheel drive 99 to 06 round body, and we're gonna be putting a rough country 6-inch on it. So this is the coil spring model, so you'll be using the little coil spacers and shit. Only difference is you'll be pretty much drilling into the shock tower or the coil spring tower, and then just making the holes for the top of the studs. But other than that, I mean, ain't gonna be too much of a difference. He went ahead and painted the cross members and the coil spring spacers, so I'm gonna try to kind of save the paint as much as I can, even though that's kind of not an easy job to do whenever you're dealing with these lift kits and shit. It's heavy as fuck, so I'm gonna try to do my best. But yeah, man, just got it up in the air. I got the PV blaster soaking in it because it's a pretty good amount of gunk and shit on here. I don't know how I'm gonna get this tie rod cleaned up, but we'll do what we gotta do. All right, so just got the whole front end taken apart, coil springs and everything sitting out. Be careful if you're doing these, because them bitches do have a lot of pressure on them, and if you let the lower drop too fast without everything attached, that bitch is gonna shoot to the ground. The spring is unpredictable where that bitch gonna go. It could come to your face, could go to the floor, could go to your kneecap. It just depends on how it's feeling today. But like I said, man, got the front end pretty much out of here, so you can see the mess, all this damn grease, dirt, and all this bullshit that I've been dealing with. That's why you keep PB blaster on hand when you're dealing with these older trucks. But yeah, I just finished up with this side. Literally just dropped that lower probably 2 seconds ago. I went ahead and got one of the spindles put together, so it's already good to go. I'm probably gonna match it on the other side, so that way all I gotta do is pretty much build up now. Ain't no diff drop, none of that bullshit. There's not really too much to these kits. Came in 3 little boxes, and he's not putting the rear lift in, so that saves me a lot of fucking trouble. I had to cut the stud off the top of the shock because this side, it welded itself in place. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I hit it with the impact, and I tried to damn hold it with vice grips and turn it with the wrench, and it was fucked. So I just cut the top off of it and hit it with a chisel one time, and it popped right off. And then yeah, I mean, that's just what you gotta do when shit gets seized up. Sorry, my hat's all fucked up. I just was cutting shit and all that, so don't mind me. But yeah, like I said, man, getting her done. So hopefully next time I pick up the camera, most of this shit will be pretty much installed. I don't plan on stopping right now. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock, I think. So I should have this shit done by the end of the night, and then I'll pretty much finish up with this, roll it out, and then the other truck out there, I'll get started on it in the morning. But other than that, man, we just moving along. So feel like shit, but still gonna get shit done. All right, so it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Been trying to get these damn coils perfect. The template that they give you is kind of off, so you kind of gotta adjust it a little bit, so that way they sit perfectly, because they have like an overhang in the back, and then the back of the coil tower or the frame is kind of close, so it'll hit the back of the coil spacer. So I had to do a little bit of modification there, but got it in. Everything is snug, tight, ready to go. Got the cross members in, so now I'm about to put the lowers in, springs in, and then I'm gonna go ahead and assemble this other knuckle, so that way I can go ahead and throw everything back together. And then I'm not sure if I'm gonna get this shit finished all tonight, just because it's 2 in the morning. I'm not about to fucking stay out here all night. I got, you know, most of the day tomorrow to knock everything out. So if anything, I'm gonna probably try to just get the rest of it done in the morning, just see how far I can get until about 4 o'clock or something like that, 3:30 something. But I guess we'll just pick up the camera whenever we fucking get some more progress done. But so far so good, man. All right, it's a hunting hell out this motherfucker, but we're getting something done. So last night y'all seen where I left off at. I ended up having to get a spring compressor, and for these lifts I use the clamp style spring compressor because the McPherson's, man, fuck that shit. I'll take my chances with this bitch blowing apart inside the shock than the McPherson blowing up on the outside and shooting my leg or some shit like that. I ain't dealing with that shit. But put it on the inside, got it compressed, didn't have to compress it too much, so I just got it up to where I put the spindle on, swung it up, and then I put the jack up under the ball joint, and then just started pressing up, and it got in. It's perfect. This side ended up going in a lot smoother. The other side, I don't know what the fuck the difference was. This was the side that I was having trouble with last night. This one went flawless, but this bitch gave me a hell of a lot of trouble. And these lifts are pretty goddamn sketchy, I ain't gonna lie. If you see this spring, bro, this bitch bowed out, but that's how they're supposed to go, because if you look at the lower, I mean, it's slanted down, so spring's gonna obviously have more pressure on one side than the other. But yeah, that shock is pretty close to that spring and shit. But like I said, I've done the Dodges that are two-wheel drive that have the same suspension. They all do the same shit. But hopefully everything rides right. Like I said, I did everything in the textbook, so can't really complain about it. But yeah, man, just got this side done. Now all I gotta really do is put the sway bar links in and throw everything back together as far as the caliper and the rotor and shit, and then tighten everything up because the cross members and shit are still loose. You had to leave them loose so that way you can kind of get everything put in place. But yeah, man, floor's clean somewhat. Had to get some of the metal shavings and shit off, but like I said, man, we're getting it done. We should have it done within the next hour or so, and then we'll be moving on to the next truck. The next truck I probably won't get to today, honestly, because, man, it's hot as a motherfucker, bro, and I've been out this bitch since 9 this morning, so yeah, it's fucked up out here. And another fucking design flaw that I see is this goddamn top mount for this shock. Now you see, you have to tighten that bitch up through here. Now, you know, I got a 15, you know, ratchet or wrench, so it ain't gonna be no problem. But if you gotta hold that goddamn stud, like, how the fuck you supposed to do that? I can't even barely fit my hand in this bitch to turn it. So yeah, great design, Rough Country, love it. But yeah, man, I just wanted to hit the camera up, update y'all. I've been in this bitch grinding, trying to get this shit done. I was supposed to be done like yesterday, but like I said, had to make a quick auto parts run, and you know how that shit goes. I end up having to buy parts damn near every week, or at least some tools, so that way I can compensate for what the fuck I got coming in. But yeah, I think my tool shelf is gonna be fucking about to fall over soon, so I might have to get another one. But yeah, man, this is gonna be it for right now. I'm gonna take me a little break, come back out here, finish everything up, and then we'll just go back from there. All right, so we got the lift on. Don't look like it's too much just because it's two-wheel drives. The two-wheel drives sit a lot lower because of the springs and shit like that. But yeah, everything's in here, everything's good to go, and we're solid. So everything is tight and came out with no issues. Got the sway bar links tight and everything, so we're all good to go on that end. So I'm about to pull this thing out and get the next truck in, go ahead and get it disassembled, and I got to put these 2-inch lift coils in it. But yeah, man, that'll be pretty much it for this one. All right, so we're back, and today we got some 7 and 9 struts to throw in on this BDS 8-inch kit. I got the struts in the back of the truck right now. I'm about to go ahead and get the wheels loose, get everything off, let everything cool down for a couple minutes. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get these struts out and take the little top fucking coil spacer off, and we'll be taking these struts to my boy Ant, so that way he can get those compressed, taken off, and then get them swapped back over to the 9-inch strut, and then we'll be coming back and throwing them back on and getting them good to go. I am gonna be throwing a 1/2-inch level on this. This is a 4-wheel drive, so it'll be probably about about 1.5 inches taller than it is right now. So that's pretty much all we got for this one, and I'm gonna go ahead and start getting to work, so that way I can go ahead and get them struts to them before lunchtime. All right, so we got the struts taken out. These are the coil spacers, got those taken out. So this is pretty much all I had to take apart, all I'm left with. I got the 1/2-inch spacers right here, so I got the struts in my truck now. So I'm about to be taking them to my boy Ant, so that way he can get them swapped over by the end of the day, and then we should be able to just throw them all back in, get it all complete, and finish it up for the night, and she'll be ready to go. So I ain't really tripping on rushing with this, because like I said, at the end of the day, all I gotta do is put the struts in, the leveling kit in, throw it all back together, and then just get it aligned, because I'm pretty sure the camber and shit gonna be all knocked out of whack. But other than that, man, we got pretty much everything done as far as taking everything apart. Now it's just a waiting game. We're gonna be waiting on the struts and trying to get those knocked out. So at this point, I'm pretty much done with everything that I can do. So yeah, about to pack up, load up, go ahead and go take these struts before he goes to lunch, and then he'll be calling me probably by the end of the day whenever they're finished up. I'll pick those up, bring them on back, and then I'll either get it done tonight, or I'll probably get it done early in the morning, and just try to knock out as much as I can. But like I said, man, I'm about to go ahead and run up the street, because pretty sure he's about to go on lunch break in about an hour. So let's go ahead and drop these fucking struts off. All right, so we got the struts back, and it's the next morning, and I got this side done already pretty much. So I got the strut put in, and the axle went in pretty straight, but as you can see, the boot's kind of touching the lower. But once I put the wheel on it, it's going to release all that tension from it just sitting down. The spring compresses a whole lot more than you think than when it's just hanging in the air. So once I get everything back together, I should have plenty of space for the axle boot to be able to rotate and still be good. Plus it's not even all the way secured yet. So I'm gonna hit that real quick, go ahead and get all this shit tight, and then I'm gonna roll over to the other side. And as you see, got the Maxtrac strut sitting right there. So it took me like 10 minutes to go ahead and get this in, and it's gonna probably take me another 10 minutes to get everything else assembled and tightened up. I always do the sway bar link last, just because it's a bitch and a half to try to get one side and then do the other side. So I try to do that last. That is pretty much what I recommend to everybody that's doing a lift kit or just doing any maintenance. If you do anything with the sway bar or the sway bar links, just do it last after you get the vehicle on the ground, or at least get everything put together, so that way you ain't got to fight with one side having to pull it up and all that shit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I got the coil spacers in the back of the truck, got the oil shocks in the back of the truck, so everything is pretty much good to go. Gonna go ahead and try to blast this out real quick, so that way I can get it on the ground, kind of see where it's gonna sit. It's looking like it's gonna be sitting a little taller. It's pretty much all, it isn't really nothing but an 1.5 inch difference, because I got 1 inch coming from the 9-inch strut on this 8-inch kit, and then we got the 1/2 inch lower level on the bottom. So yeah, this shit should be sitting tall, and then the angles aren't bad at all. So this was a good stack, and it should look good. So yeah, but yeah, he said he was having some issues with certain shops getting it aligned. If you take your shit to Black Tire, Goodyear, anybody of that nature, they really not gonna do a great job unless you know the people that's there, or you know they do good work, because they said they couldn't get it aligned, but the fucking camber plates are like not even maxed out. So I don't understand why they couldn't get it aligned, and you got plenty of space on the tie rod to get it straight. So I don't know why the fuck they just couldn't get it done. They were probably just being lazy. Like I said, man, these big ass shops and shit like that, when they get your shit on the lift, you're already paying like 120 bucks to get a fucking alignment. And if they don't want to do it right, bro, hey, get your fucking money back and get the fuck on up the road, because it's not worth you fucking up your tires and getting camber wear and all that dumb shit because they don't feel like doing it. But the only place I'll take my shit to get a line, bro, is Blade Off-Road. I'm pretty sure there's other shops out here, but that's the only shop I trust to get my shit aligned perfectly every time, because they do deal with a lot of lift kits, so they know the alignment specs for certain lift kits. Just like these lift kits, any lift kit comes with alignment specs that you have to follow, and a lot of these shops, they just put it on the rack and just try to get it straight, and you know, they just send it and say fuck it. But yeah, man, just a little bit of info for y'all, and just showing y'all kind of how it looks with the strut and everything. Y'all seen it a million times, but I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all again, so that way y'all can kind of see. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing done, and then we'll set it on the ground and see what she look like. All right, as you see, got the struts put in on both sides. Everything's tight. Got the wheels on. These are 26s and 37 Gladiators. Like I said, it's probably my favorite tire to go on any wheel wides or reps. They just look a lot better. But besides that, got everything situated. Doesn't hit the strut or nothing, so everything's clear. Now as far as the axle angles with it in the air, yeah, that axle boot is hitting the goddamn control arm, so hopefully whenever it goes back up, once I set it on the ground, it'll kind of get it some more clearance, and then you won't have any more problems. You can see the angles from here. They're all right. They ain't the best, but you know, they'll work, and it shouldn't damage anything as long as he takes care of it and just checks on it, keeps maintenance on it every once in a while. But yeah, about to drop this bitch on the ground. It's a lot taller whenever it's in the air. I got the wheel turned a little bit, that's why the wheel looks like it's cocked out. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the wheel straight, and then probably get the alignment as straight as I can. Probably better than fucking Goodyear or Black Tire or whatever fuck. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just get them straight, so that way I can set this bitch on the ground, see exactly how it's gonna look, and then hopefully we don't have any clearance issues, and then we'll be good to go. But yeah, I gotta close this goddamn hood, and this shit is all the way up here, so you can imagine how much taller it's gonna be. But yeah, only 1.5 inch difference, but it's gonna make a big difference once I set it on the ground compared to what it looked like before. I didn't show y'all what it looked like before, but it was just an 8 inch super lift. It was sitting at 8. The reps make it look a lot taller, especially on 37s. But yeah, I guess we're about to set this bitch on the ground and see exactly what it's gonna look like, and hopefully we don't have any issues, so that way you can go ahead and come pick it up, and then this will be another one out of here. So let's go ahead and get it done. All right, so here she is. This is, I believe, about 9.5 in the front, and it's got the I think 7-inch blocks or 6-inch blocks that come with this kit. But you can tell a big ass difference in the front and the back. Before it was kind of down, pretty much level, but now it's got like a baby lean to it, so it's looking good. So yeah, struts and everything ride good. Didn't feel any bumping or any vibrations or nothing like that, which is a good sign. It means everything is working out good. And yeah, so this is how everything looks up under here. Everything is good, tucked away, and nothing is binding up, none of that shit. So we're all good to go, man. It's looking good. See, ain't no interference in there. Everything is good. So I like the way it looks. Turned out pretty good. Thing look good as fuck. I don't know why, but I like this color with chrome. Shit just hard to me. But yeah, man, that'll be it for this video. I had chopped up a little bit of the last lift kit that I did, and I don't know, I've been busy as hell trying to get a lot of stuff done, so hasn't been a lot of content coming in. And you know, I've been trying to shift my work to the weekends now, because during the week I be trying to do, you know, trucking shit, do a whole bunch of other stuff. But yeah, man, that'll be it for this video. Appreciate y'all for watching. I'm gonna try to keep pumping out these videos as much as I can, and just try to keep getting work in here. But yeah, that's it, man. Hopefully I'll be getting some work on Big Red done. I might be putting that bitch up for sale for real this time. I'm really just trying to focus on getting me something else, bro, because, you know, I don't know, there ain't much more that I want to do with Big Red, and I'm just bored with it now. So I really want to get me a diesel and you know, start another chapter of a lifted truck, because I've been kind of missing the lifted truck scene, man, a little bit, and I'm just ready to ride high again. But the roads are just too fucked up around here for me to go OD with this truck. I might end up fucking something up and cracking wheels or some shit like that, and I ain't got time for that shit. But yeah, it was cool, but I think I might end up putting Big Red up for sale and trying to get me a red diesel or something like that. That'd be tough, huh? But yeah, catch y'all in the next one. Hopefully next time we'll have something pretty exciting, and then you know, maybe Big Red might be gone a couple months, who knows. Guess we'll see.